Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to forget what they think they know about England for a minute. Firstly, you can't learn what you already know, so try to approach this with an open mind. And secondly, England is not real. This shit's about to get weird. Oh, what the fuck? I just found this huge snowflake on the ground. Okay, well, whatever. Still not... It's about as real as England right there. That's what that is. So, the trouble I keep running into is that... Well, A, there's no formal proof or evidence of England. And B, just functionally, England isn't very unique as a country. They don't really do anything that isn't already covered by somebody else. And you're expecting me to believe that they still have, like, a queen? No. That's false. Like, what kind of country still has a queen? And speaking of imaginary power structures, does anybody actually know the difference between England, UK, and Britain? It's all a goddamn conspiracy to confuse us. Like, Greenland, or Iceland, or that Easter Island. And why is everything of theirs gray? Every movie, every shot, every scene, every picture is gray. In the background, the sky, gray, cloudy. The ground, cobblestone, gray. Disgusting. The buildings, gray. The gruel, the food, gray. It's very sad and depressing. It reminds me of those blobs from Fairly Odd Parents, where everything was gray. That's them. Why would they do that? If you bear no unique traits, nobody questions when you go missing. You just kind of, when you kind of just blend in, you could be there or you could not be there. It really doesn't matter. You ever notice that everybody speaks English? Don't you find that to be a little bit suspicious? Like, how does it even make sense that such a small island conquered so many different people? It doesn't. That's how. So here's the thing. You can't prove that England is real. At all. Because it's not. And if you meet one of those liars who said that they've been to England, they're either lying straight to your face, or they've had their faces lied to so long that they can no longer tell the difference. I'm sorry. Like, just feel it with your heart, you know? Like that accent. Hello. Hello, gobner. That's not words, that's baby talk. And, well, it's degenerate. That's what it is. And I won't stand for it. Not in this world. Is this a bunch of turds on the golf course? Like, what? God, that accent is disgusting. Have you noticed that every famous person with a British accent is an actor? Isn't that fucking weird? You ever think there's maybe a reason for that? Maybe they're like all actors? Perpetuating this false idea? And a false history? Alright guys, so I wouldn't ask you to watch this video with such an open mind if I didn't have my mind open as well and weren't ready to learn and receive new information. So I challenge you to prove to me that England is a real place, because I mean, I don't believe that you can. If you've got a testimony or some kind of evidence or proof that England is a real place, you can go ahead and comment it below, and we can have ourselves a little chat about the authenticity of your quote-unquote evidence, but we'll see. This is a challenge to all the England believers out there. Disgusting. I don't even know what animals would be from England. Like, dragons? They've got dragons, but those aren't real. So what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? I'll pop into this hotel, see if I can't find me some English breakfast. Wow. Okay. I don't think this is England. And you might be thinking like, well, if England isn't real, who was it? Probably the Romans. They got to that island in like... Well, I think that some say that they conquered it, but I don't think that they ever left. We may never know. No breakfast at the hotel. So like, what's going on? I'm a simple man, I'm just asking simple questions. And also stating some things. Some very simple things. Like the fact that England is a Roman conspiracy. I mean, I've got some historian buddies who are skeptical of my skepticism, but, you know, they just don't have the same paradigm that I do, you guys. They just don't have the groundwork to look at things the same way that I do. You know, their whole world is just set up a little bit differently. You know, apparently starting with England at the center of the Big Bang and expanding outward throughout the universe from there. Oh, nice. They're gonna lay out the world's wettest slip and slide. And you guys notice how Brexit is taking forever? Like, monumentally longer than they were expecting? It's probably because you can't, like... You can't exit if you're not real. And it's hard to make laws around an imaginary country that's being perpetuated by its own lies. Where the fuck am I now? Do you guys ever think about God? Because I'm not sure that an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-good God would allow the British to exist. An all-knowing, all-powerful God might allow them to exist, since they simply don't care about goodness in the universe. An all-good, all-powerful God simply might not see the British. And an all-good, all-knowing God might be powerless to do anything about them. But I don't think that an all-good, all-powerful, all-knowing God would allow England to exist. Thank you.